Alright, testing 1, 2. It looks like everything's going okay. Alright. Let's get a proper perch on. And... No, we are... I'm about to do this. I'm just... was testing to make sure that the recording at the same time was not going to mess with the streaming, so... I don't know why it feels different. I guess it's because the difference between a performance and between a lounge. But recording for YouTube has always been a lot more difficult for me, so this is... Everyone, Maven here, and... we've had some fun for the past few weeks. On Wind River Farm. We revisited it as soon as 1.1 came out. Been playing it ever since, and... well, we've done some good work. I think we've done pretty much everything 1.1 could have possibly promised us. Big winners of 1.1 so far, from just what I've experienced. Return Scepter is a godsend. That was definitely worth the first purchase of the new patch. The second thing is, look at how beautiful our house is. It's so full of life and energy and all that stuff, and that is a big part due to the catalogs. The wallpaper and flooring catalog, and the furniture catalog. Both of those are also godsends. I was struggling forever to make my house look good with the furniture I was able to scrounge up from the stores, and man, is it satisfying. For those who weren't familiar, who haven't seen the previous thing, we're just going to go quickly over the skills. Took Tiller at farming and Artisan. So, focused on Artisan production, especially back when Ancient Fruit Wine was the real big punch. Been nerfed a little bit because of 1.1, but still just as valuable as every other path you can take. Took Geologist and Excavator, because Anthropology? Kinda had to. Foraging, Gatherer, and Botanist. Botanist ended up paying off big time because of the new Iridium quality. And, so all of my forages just went up an extra rank for basically no investment. Fisher and Pirate. Sadly, one of the few things we didn't do is we didn't get another treasure chest! Gah! I will always regret selling that treasure chest. I will always have the memory of having it, though. Combat, we took Fighter and Brute because I don't know. They seemed the best. I don't see any reason for picking other stuff. You will notice 2 new items in the inventory. The Dark Talisman and Magic Ink, that's part of the new quest line, is from 1.1. And the Magic Ink is proof that we've completed it. As for the socials, Veritan and Misty here still have a little ways to go, because I'd waited to get married until after 1.1 because I wanted to see every single person's scenes. So, yeah, every single one of them at full hearts. Emily, the new female potential, the Bachelorette. And Shane somewhere around here. I don't really care about him. He can go die in a fire. And of course, we went back. We decided we had to marry. We had to marry Maru in order to, I don't know. She just had the best scenes. We had the best, you know... We had the best experiences with her, and a lot of good fun. Junimo plush is a secret I'd missed previously, but we've remedied that. The new expansion to your house, the cellar, where you can put casks to age your cheese and alcohol, which is some great stuff. And you'll definitely notice some, at least appearance-wise, big-time changes going on. And I will explain each one in a bit, but even if I'm doing a video for you guys, even if I'm doing a wrap-up, I kind of have to stay productive, right? So, our manual growing plot has stayed mostly the same. We haven't moved any of the buildings, though we could, because I like seeing the history of my build. I like seeing, you know, the path I took, and remnants of my old farming patterns and everything. So, no movements, just improvements. First thing is that, you see over here, the water obelisk. That is one of the few magical buildings you can build. It costs 1 million gold. I believe it's 5 iridium bars, 10 clams, and 10 coral. So, pretty heavy investment. Over here is the mountain obelisk. And that is another 1 million gold, plus 10 iridium bars and 10 earth crystals. So another little healthy investment. Click on the water you click on the water obelisk, sends you straight. Sends you straight to the ocean. You click on the mountain, and it sends you straight to, well, the mountain. Urbanus is still doing good. Our fruit trees are growing well. For some reason, the ones outside didn't age with the same rarity as the ones in the greenhouse, and that's right. The greenhouse now has trees in it. Another addition of 1.1. Another addition, and even another addition to 1.1. Void eggs are actually useful. You can make them into void mayonnaise, which is a required element for one of the parts of the new quest line. So, that was kind of convenient for me. All of our animals are here, still named after all of our previous years, except we got rid of the white chickens. It helps that they were, the reviewers haven't been sticking around. We have 2 new viewers, Satfanella, and down here, Niniknu. And both of them are now part of our big old barn family. Now you may be wondering, oh look, you've got all this, you know, stone walls. What'd you do with all that hardwood fencing? Why would you replace hardwood fencing with stone walls? The stream chat, is sort of doubly asking that because they don't agree with my aesthetics choices. And that is because our proudest accomplishment is over here. Behold the golden clock and the shrine we made for it. And we even have a big ol' offering chest. You'll see that's one thing missing. That's something on the to-do list to do today. We want to get that last object ready to put in here. And we actually went on a quest to make sure we had enough aquamarine to go ahead and keep at it. Now, I am going to be replanting, and you'll see another, yet one of the last magical items. Magical clock down there, 10 million to buy. No, you didn't need any building resources, just flat out money. But we stuck it through. We had some good streams, good people, good company, and, well, we got it. The Junimo huts are actually the cheapest magical building, but I think they're one of the most handy. See, the Junimo huts... Well... You can... I don't remember their exact dimensions, but for I think it's 4 star fruit, something like 10 or 20 or 100 fiber or something, something like 60 stone, and a few 100,000. And you can put these on your farm, and they will automatically harvest crops in a, like, 7 down, 7 up, 8 left, 8 right area. And they'll bring them into the hut, where you can just swing by and pick them all up at once. So you don't have to spend any energy, you don't have to remember to bring the tools, because they'll harvest anything, even the scythe stuff. Really good helpers. I think it's a good reward for us, giving them all those gifts. I mean, the community center is nice and all, but... I guess they did repair all those things, but... I think that that's probably the best gift they've given us, other than maybe the greenhouse itself. One of the things I won't be able to go into in this little wrap-up video for 1.1 is I won't be able to go too much into the different farm layouts. And that's because, well, we kind of wanted to do, like, the golden clock and everything, so we had to go back to Wind River Farm. We do have a new farm. It is one of the river varieties. We may be playing that occasionally, but for the moment, it's, for the moment, we're happy with Stardew. We're leaving it and everything. You'll see this collection of horrific things in the back corner there. Some more secrets I'd missed from last time, pointed in the right direction by some of my viewers. So much appreciated to them. And these slimes. I can't believe it took me this long to find out. One of the things I was neglecting is the slime hutch. I was just like, oh, it's there if I need it. You know, I can just get slime whenever. Slime eggs are good to sell. Really good to sell. You have a slime hutch. Remember that. Use it. You will need every little bit of money you can. We went ahead and replaced the fence down here with regular wood fencing because I didn't think it made sense to have a tree farm which is constantly like growing and breaking stuff with, you know, various new acorns and whatnot. I didn't think it made sense to have that all surrounded by nice hardwood fences, you know? And we don't have to worry about the wood fences breaking down because, again, golden clock. Another benefit of the golden clock is that during the season changes, you usually had to clean up weeds and a variety of different fallen branches, stones, all sorts of things like that. Well, you no longer have to worry about that. Golden clock prevents all debris from appearing on your farm. Now, I'm not sure if that includes... I'm not sure if that debris includes grass, so it may have a slight drawback effect in the transition between winter and spring. You might not get any free grass, but otherwise we're doing good. Another thing I forgot, the entire time I was doing the pre 1.0 Stardew Valley stuff, you can put stuff in the fridge, and all of that stuff counts as it's in your inventory. Walk over here, you can make any recipe you want. Silly, silly Maven. Anyway, I think it's time to go ride past and get the last thing we wanted. I've got all this lovely grass for hay production. Make sure I can keep up with my animals as much as possible. Sure, I've got enough animals where it makes it kind of rough to survive the winter. And Marin still annoys me to this day with her various... Oh, the shop's open, but I'm not here, so you can't buy anything today. Well, I mean, I can't complain too much. Clint is also doing the same thing, so... Wish they'd stay open on extra days after completing community center. Guess Pierre's the only one responsible enough. Anyway, we're going to pay another visit to Hatmouse. It's been a while, right? We got all the hats. We got all the achievements. What possibly could we want more from Hatmouse? Well, all the way down here is the Watermelon Band. Achievement Mother Catch. It's what we've been wearing this whole time. See? Still got the Watermelon Band on. I had the straw hat on for a while. It was nice, but as soon as we fell in love with the Watermelon Band as soon as it happened. And I was given this idea... I was inspired by Sharp-Eyed Kitsune, who's been streaming lately. And that's awesome! I started streaming between when I left off of Stardew 1.0 and when I began 1.1, and they're doing great. I heavily recommend you check out their channel if you're at all interested in story, roleplay. But they had a very great idea of, in the offering chest to the Golden Clock, our little shrine, we were putting in all sorts of stuff that had big meaning to us, like value, and like showed all of our accomplishments. I put in the palm fossil because it was one of the last artifacts we got. The bone flute because I'm an anthropologist. I think that's cool. The rabbit's feet. The new void salmon. The pufferfish that had given me trouble for so long. And Kit says, "Hey, you know what you put in there? 10 parsnip seeds." We're giving back to the Golden Clock our starting investment. That very first thing we ever started with in Stardew Valley. And so that made me think, what can I give that's, like, immensely personal? Well, I'm gonna equip the new Watermelon Band. But 1.0, 1.1... Goodbye, Watermelon Band. Keep the Golden Clock company. That feels good. I'm happy with all of our little things. All that stuff, all those bragging chests, as we called them, the supplies and whatnot. Chicken, come on. You need to go back into your hutch so I can close the door on you. It's been crazy. I mean, we left off when we were like, what? Like barely 6 million? Maybe 7 million? And here we are with 18 million gold in our total earnings. It comes a long way. It feels like it comes a long way. All of our various collections, all our various accomplishments, our pasts, all here, all visible, and it really feels good. It seems silly when you think about it. It's like, it's a game, you know, there's no real nostalgia here, right? But if you take the time to put creativity and heart and really put yourself into the game, I can't help but feel like there's something there. There's some meaningful experience here. So overall, Stardew 1.1 has been excellent. Magical buildings provided in-game assurance. The void mayonnaise made useless things useful again. The new coffee crop is amazing for cash and also a great early investment if you want food for things like exploring the various mine levels and whatnot. It's... So that's some great changes there. The catalogs make it easier to be more creative and decorate. The sheds make it easier to clean up and put all of your various production facilities in the same area and clean up and make it look all nice and pretty and have wallpapers and paintings hanging over them. The Junimo huts, harvesting, the new quest line, which is lovely, added 2 new fish, added some more convenient ways of getting bug meat and fiber. And the new iridium quality, oh, it's okay. The casks is a great addition. I think it's wonderful to have just another thing to check. But, I mean, in the end, 1.1 did amazing things. And Concerned Ape has continued to impress me. Even with, like, the really small changes. Like, for instance, between our 2 sheds, you may have seen the mill. What's the mill for? It's only used for 2 things. You can make beets into sugar, and you can make wheat into flour. So it's like, okay, well, that's fine and dandy and all. But, why is that such a big deal? Because Concerned Ape wanted people to have a way to produce almost everything, not to have to rely on shopkeeps. The seed makers make you independent on seeds, but you still have like some of those recipes. The grass makes you independent on hay. It's a lot of wonderful, subtle changes to really balance out the game. I put the Steam Curator... I on my Steam Curator page, I put this in 1.0, and it's only gotten better. It's gotten no more expensive. It's just changes for free. More content, more things to do, more wonderful experiences, and it's great. Games like this really hit me hard because it's of how elegant and compact and thoughtful you can make a game. Is it a perfect game? Of course not. I've got critiques with pretty much every game except for maybe the original Portal, and possibly You Have to Burn the Rope, and I'm not even joking on that one. That game is a masterpiece. Regardless, that's the amount of polish here, and the amount of memories and experiences, the great people I've had, the time I've had to chat with people. I had a sinus infection for 2 weeks. I still was able to play and stream, and Stardew kept me going, and wonderful new followers on Twitch keep me going. And I love every single one of you guys, and I can't thank you enough. When I started Stardew, I thought it was just going to be another thing I did. I didn't realize that it would slowly snowball and have people from the very first period of Stardew show up again and say, man, your stream has come a long way. I can see you're putting effort. And, man, we've got so many things planned. I've got so many things lined up, and I can't wait to share it with you guys. So, thank you all so very much for watching, whether it's on Twitch, on the YouTube, in the Twitch, highlight section, whatever it may be. And let's keep growing, let's keep building that community, and let's keep finding the charm in games like this, the experiences when you give yourself into something like this. Even if it's just doing really silly things, like filling a fridge with your favorite food ingredients, or having a little shrine to something you've worked really hard to get. It's feel good. And games, I want more games like this. So you might see me playing more Stardew, probably on the river farm for a while, but I think it's time to have some more variety. Also, for those of you on the Twitch, on the YouTube, and who have not heard, I am going to be going to Wyoming for a short period of time. We're not sure how long it will be. I will continue streaming. We'll just have to change our times up a bit. So please keep an eye on the Twitter, on the Twitch channel feed, and of course on the Discord. Please, please join the Discord. I really want that place to be a haven for a lot of people. Thank you very much. Have a good night, morning, afternoon, whenever you're watching this. And cheers. #21st of spring, year 6. Good stuff. Until 1.2, Stardew. Until 1.2, Wind River Farm.